Good?
Yeah, pretty good.
How was your week?
Pretty shit.
What? What happened?
Oh, so many things.
Elaborate.
I'd rather not.
Oh. Was that bad? Okay. Well, are you ready to play? It's Kelly? Where's everyone? Hello?
I was typing.
I was looking through Reddit.
I can't listen and type at the same time.
Where's Clover?
Just like
I'm here.
just like 4 feet that way.
4 feet that way. Okay. Does everyone have their preparations complete and ready? You guys will have had a long
Wait,
rest.
what preparations?
We were supposed to prep.
Well, do you want to?
Wait,
What?
wait, one more. I need to look something up real quick. So I think
What?
What?
Should I just make like 12 character sheets, one for every level, and just be able to whip them out?
Yes. Perfect.
What level are we today?
It's still 10.
I was 6 last time. How's it still 10
that's
if I'm
right,
6?
That's right. Because of the summoning, it did change.
okay, Silver.
Yep.
I think I can just avoid the whole situation with the devil.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
explain it to them and not me.
Yes, I leveled. I can take scrying.
Okay.
Didn't we have scrying?
Pretty sure.
Only
I feel like
with...
someone had scrying.
Only with,
Asmodeus.
what's his stupid face? Sivart.
Also, the Zimmy had it. I'm not sure if we want to use her though.
But wait. Do you actually, even though you leveled, do you get it or not?
He can
Sure.
I'm not
swap out his spells. So as long as he can cast a level 5 spell. Can you cast level 5 spell?
Yes, I can.
Then he can
All,
cast Scrying.
all my spell slots. So I'm taking scry. I think I beat it. I hope I know what I'm doing with scrying though.
But didn't...
You just use
I'm
it.
pretty sure Eerie had Scrying.
It's not. It's 4-man scrying.
Oh.
Yeah, I got proper scrying. I'm useful.
Oh.
Okay.
I swear, guys, I'm useful. Since I took Prodigy, I get to take, oh, I already have a Chrono. Intimidation. Yeah.
Intimidate the heck out of him.
Wait, there was a thing I could do.
There's lots of those things that you can do.
Now, that was a spell I needed, right? To find a certain kobold.
Ask your allies.
Yeah, we needed scrying, right? From
Did
a
you?
divination person.
Can't you
Yeah.
only use scrying with people on your plane of existence? Wasn't that a thing?
Yeah, all divination that we have access to currently is only on one plane of existence.
Wah, wah. Do you still want to pick up Scrying?
Wait
what
a
do you
minute.
think we should do, Silver?
Silver.
I think you should tell me we can go, so I can start the story.
I think I have already said it. I think we're gonna need scrying because we want to avoid using that devil, right? Because I'm pretty sure Aru is 110% against it.
I think any plans we make are going to be inefficient and bad.
Why?
We just need to get out of the tower.
Perhaps we need to. I think we're already out of the tower in airship
We're
now. I
not.
think.
Yep.
Oh, alright, we were.
Okay.
Silver, we actually are... We wanted to talk to you about a couple things.
Okay.
I don't know why he's giggling.
It's good.
You okay?
That's
Okay.
good. We're good.
I already know what's gonna happen here soon.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, what you need to do.
No, go ahead. No, you
Just
I wanna
start
hear you.
drawing
No,
some
no.
dicks.
How about I just look we.
No, I want to hear Lysis.
You gonna start drawing dicks on the airship?
No.
No! But maybe.
We have some concerns with how the game's been going.
Okay.
It's not fun.
For example, like last week, I was pretty excited to try a free-for-all against everybody, and then you won.
You were also the one that chose everyone that was in there. And you're the
Yeah.
one that suggested a free-for-all.
No, I wasn't.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Who was it that suggested the free-for-all then?
I don't know. I didn't realize that we would be playing against god-tier NPCs, for one thing.
Okay.
It's just... There's been a number of instances where it just feels like we're the NPCs to the NPCs.
Mhm.
For example.
Well,
You always have your story planned out in such a way that you want us to just follow through on it. And it feels like we have a lack of input. You're asking us questions on how to proceed and giving us limited wiggle room. It's just you have the answer set in your head and just kind of string us along until we get to it. And it's never fun. It's just been bureaucracy and just us fucking up and you leading us to these situations where we're just getting nonstop punished for it, and it's just not fun.
Alright, I'm sorry you feel that way. I sat down intentionally, have created multiple paths, and I've never forced you guys into any one of them. Like last time, you guys had specifically 3 options to choose from. And you're the ones that make these decisions. For the exact same example as from before, the free-for-all, that I sat down and quickly made that thing for you guys, because you're the ones that wanted to sit there and suggested that one. And
I very much didn't want to be a part of that.
Then you should have told your group mates before you did that. You didn't have to sit down and exercise by just fighting one another. It was just one of the options. And again, there was a huge debate right before then of which ally you wanted to bring. You guys all came to the conclusion, let's bring Goldie. And then suggested a fight against her? I didn't have control over those things. You guys did that.
well, we chose Goldie based on the information we have,
Right.
but like I didn't know that she could deal the kind of damage that she deals, you know?
Okay.
Like, I am currently 11th level, and she can do my most powerful spell 3 times in a turn.
Yeah, she's the equivalent around 15, 16.
Is she a paladin?
No, she's a augmented fighter.
Oh.
How many levels did she lose when she got summoned?
With... Who did you match her with? Wait, again. Why don't you just have the free-for-all and not bring Goldie?
Well, we brought Goldie before the free-for-all was a thing. If we had known we would be fighting against Goldie, we wouldn't have brought Goldie. But that's just one example.
Right.
I mean, like...
I need a bit more example of what to do, so I can sit down and change everything.
Okay, Lies creates a new character, and one of his summons makes my character irrelevant.
Makes your character irrelevant? Borrow?
Barum.
Okay.
He's basically a sorcerer with better abilities than I have.
That one came down to game mechanics. With the introduction of the new books it changed a lot of things. I had to sit down and... Barham's character actually came from literally online. I copied and pasted most of Barham's stuff. To make him equivalent to be able to even stand up to you guys, I had to give him a little bit extra, but other than that, he's was just a summon for Linesha. Until you guys decided to, you know, make him a bit more personal to the group. I don't have a choice on that one. You guys were just like...
Well, you had a choice in the creation of him, though. There's a sorcerer in the group, and you make him a sorcerer with extra abilities. Who was the same level as me.
Should I just not give Linesha her, you know, her earned power? That's my other choice. I could gimp Linesha's ability.
Or gimp me.
Yeah, so which one's fair?
Well, I mean, I'm kind of gimped now. I don't have Barham under my control anymore, so...
I understand. I'm just providing examples of
very fair
issues that we have come across.
Okay. Do you have a suggestion? What would you like instead?
I don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like our story.
Mm-hmm. Right. I also feel very useless all the time.
Why?
Well, we never have any gear. We're constantly adjusting
I'm constantly getting de-leveled. I was kind of pushed to switch my character
to the mortal realm.
We didn't know he was going to drop to 6th level, Silver. We didn't even know that was a risk.
Okay. I get that. That makes sense, but you also had the option of going back and redoing it again.
Which would take time.
Yeah, but if you're so, you know, destitute about it and you don't feel good, the option is there. Go back and re-summon your guys so that you're matched up with the correct personalities so you get the most out of your power.
And what if we got it wrong the second time around?
Do it again. You guys aren't sitting down and completely time-strapped because you're safe within the tower.
Yeah, more than likely, I'm trying to remember back. Aru, I don't think we really talked much about the Grand Soul when I did that mistake. I think we have time, if you want to do it.
What?
Remember the devil I stupidly summoned in the library?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they don't know anything, so I think we can take our time and try to match everyone up, and if we guess wrong, we can try again.
Okay.
I think
I'll nerf the NPCs a bit. What else would you like? Again.
So, back to when I was saying that I feel useless. It's my character. It's a fighter. I'm meant to be the tank. I'm meant to have my attacks. I was kind of pushed into switching from like the champion one I made to the Eldritch Knight because you were saying that I wouldn't get any proper any incentives for becoming a devil unless I had magic. So I kind of swapped over to this one that I don't know if I particularly enjoy, but I keep getting leveled down, I keep having to adjust everything, I keep losing my equipment, and every time we make a decision in game, it's always met with being the wrong decision or being overruled. Like, when we originally had to fight with Kiev, we physically tried to stop him so many times, but we kind of got railroaded into this fight that we didn't want to do. And, like,
didn't you just ignore it then?
Why would we let him die?
Yes. If you're so heartfelt and so, you know, hurt about these decisions you make, I'm sitting down writing a story that, guess what? You're gonna have consequences. And it's just what has been happening.
It just feels like no matter what we do, no matter our intentions, it's always going to be the wrong choice. It never feels like we're doing the right thing. We're never really earning victories. It just feels like we're kicked around and run through a bureaucratic cycle over and over and over again, and it hasn't been fun for a while.
All right.
At least that's how I feel. Does anyone else feel that way?
No, I kind of like this sessions.
I mean, there's good parts to the session. It's why I keep coming back, and like I am invested in the story and the characters. It's just the execution of it is not working.
All right.
Clover, do you have any input, or?
Yeah, I'm just all input I can get. Clover, how do you feel?
We've been floundering with the Dark Soul, the Grand Soul thing, for like 4 episodes now.
More than that. It's one of those things where it feels like there is an answer that we're supposed to have,
but we're not getting it,
and we're just being pulled through and having to drudge ourselves through all these consequences for not knowing what the correct path is.
I've never designed any of the campaigns to work like that. So
I'm not.
There are
no,
always.
Silver, let me just throw this out here because I know I'm being very blunt about it. There is in no way that I think any of this was your intention. I'm just explaining how I feel about it.
Right.
I know you're a good writer, and I know you have these good stories that you want to have, run through and have everyone enjoy it and enjoy it like you think they will. I'm just saying it's not how it's impressing on.
Gotcha. What would be your suggestion?
I don't fucking know at this point.
I don't have the experience required to be able to suggest something different.
If we had...
Wait. Do you want me to make it more linear? As in... a lot of the problems that you're presenting right now, I can get rid of by making the track a bit more linear. The problem might be you having right now, actually, specifically in the last 3 or 4 major decisions, I've given you about 3. Before that, it usually only ever came down to 2. And the floundering part might come from that 3 major decisions to make in a single heartfelt moment might be a bit too much. I can make it more linear and tone down the NPC, participation a bit. I kind of really did that last time. You had the possibility of about getting 4 NPCs helping you, and you'll only have access to about 1. But again, that one's just a different thing there. If I can do that. Also, putting you guys back on the hellscape and doing more on there will put you in line with what your levels should be doing. Instead of sitting down mucking around on the mortal realm, have somebody else go get the Grand Soul. Wasn't completely up to you. There was a very big purpose of why it was given to you, but probably not, detrimental to everything. Go back to hell. Just wander and do your quests there instead.
Well, do we even have a quest in hell? I mean,
yes.
We don't know where R is. We don't know.
Oh, that still can be wrapped up pretty quick just by going back to hell. You guys were never completely disconnected in time, even when Mr. R lost the fortress. It wasn't his only resource there. It, is a nasty blow, but Mr. R's still around and kicking and keeping an eye on you guys. So
it is possible to.
It's great because you guys have been starting to do the same thing to him. You can start scrying over towards individuals like Shade. Shade's still alive. He's not dead from the attack. He might be hiding, but he's not dead. Go out and gather back up your troops. Go find Mr. R. And leave the, Grand Soul business to something else.
Alright, so you talked about making it more linear to kind of just choke us down and give us a more set path. It already feels really linear. It's just we're not choosing what you want. All the decisions and different paths just feels like, who do we feel most comfortable fucking us over? And a lot of the stuff with the NPCs is that one of the good things about, at least that I think about having a character progressing, is that they get more powerful and you deal with more fun and bigger stuff. And it just feels like the opposite, where we're getting swat down weaker and weaker and having more stuff stripped away from us. While we have the...
I never expected the Grand Soul portion to take this long.
While we have the...
So... That one
would
be on me.
While we have the NPCs showing us up at every turn and being the basically Deus Ex Machina for most things that happen with us.
I think the issue behind this is just behind, like, say, for example, traditionally in D&D, as you get higher and higher level, you expect to fight badder and bigger things, right?
Right.
We are literally in a capital city with some of the strongest people around. I don't think having a challenge for us to fight something there would be an issue.
It's just that NPCs are taking more of a predominant role in the game, correct?
Okay.
Maybe it's our fault because we're not doing what you're hoping we will do, so you're trying to use NPCs as a way to...
You keep using that as an excuse, but I keep telling you that there isn't anything I've ever forced you to put down or any expectations. So
you've told us before that there have been moments where you set up like a plot line or something that we had to do, and you wanted us to figure out the correct path, but we never really get to it, and you have to have Sivart come in or someone else step in and say, well, what about this? And kind of nudge us in the right direction. It's never really us figuring out solutions to the problem. It's figuring out your solution to the problem.
Okay. I can remove Sivart from the game. That works.
That's... Okay, now you're just being...
What? No,
okay.
As in... Are you upset?
No, it's just I was actually just letting out how I felt about it, and you wave it off like, okay, Sivart's out of the game then.
No, as in... Not as an NPC format. I meant towards the input of the story format, like you said. Sivart can just be used as...
Silver, dice rolls aren't going for me either. Can you remove dice from the game?
Okay.
Brandon.
What's going on here?
I don't know, it just felt like a real backhand. Like, I'm not trying to make this, like, personal or upset you or anything. I'm trying to, like, voice my concerns.
Alright.
And it just felt like a backhand.
I apologize. I'm not trying to do that at all. I'm concerned about what's going on here. I'm not upset about this. I'm just now racking my brain how to change it. Like, again, I now know the parts that you
at least
don't
see where we're
like.
coming from with this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm going to do this correctly, that means I do have to step out of character as a DM and just lock down a few problems that have been sitting there. I'm going to have to alter the game considerably to fix this. So that's why I'm discussing these things with you, and I'm being a bit more open about things that have happened before, how the gameplay goes, mechanics-wise. You know, stuff that if I shared with you would be kind of cheating. Yeah, Sivart has been kind of used as a mechanic to increase knowledge if you guys fell into a rut somewhere. I
enjoy that, because there's a lot of stuff about your world we don't know, and having a resource like that is good. It's just that when there's a one solution problem that we're just meant to kind of figure out instead of working our own way through it, that you have someone come in like a Deus Ex Machina and hold our hand to saying, oh, the key for the door it's in the bowl.
Okay, I guess give me an example of a one that you felt like that, and I'll tell you the answer to them. I remember them all. I just can't remember, like, there's been a lot of them. How about the Grand Soul quest?
The Grand Soul, you specifically said that there was something we're supposed to do, and we were just having a big think on it.
You could have used either what's it called? The Draconian that had died. What you guys had chosen before. You could use Vexapru. You can use Violet's dead brother.
Violet has a dead brother?
Yeah.
Well, she has a brother. We didn't know he was dead.
Yeah, you would have had to sit down and investigate a little bit more into her background. I kind of hinted a few times, and you guys are just like, eh. And
well, we were told that nobody knows anything about the brother.
Yeah, it's fine. I can only ever throw out so many hooks, and if you guys don't bite, you don't bite. Whatever. That would have been a choice. Technically, you can go back and get Shade. Remember, he died on 2 separate lines in time, and Shade is one of them you could have done. That one was probably the hardest one to do.
He died on a different timeline?
Remember that there were the existence of 2 Shades at one point.
No, I do not remember that at all.
The one that saved you, Brimstone, and the one
vampire.
that was actually existing on Gaia. Yeah, the vampire, essentially the vampire one. Yeah.
I thought the vampire one was a completely different entity.
Nope. Okay, giant reveal. The Shade that you guys have in Hell that's with you, that's the vampire one. That is not the Shade that's on this world.
That explains so much.
It's different, 2 different people.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. There you go. Big spoiler there. You could have used Shade's soul. Shade died doing a very great thing, and he's just a normal individual now here. So, let's see.
Had to be within a week. You said that was years ago.
Yeah.
300.
I was kind of trying to throw hints out there that Shade was still alive, but it never got through, so.
Yeah, no, we missed.
Oh no, he did survive that.
But again, I can't just. I can put hooks out there. If you don't pick them up, you don't pick them up. Whatever. I roll all the other way. Those were the 3 major ones you could have picked. I
think you give us too much credit.
If you technically wanted, because of how Grimm's character died, you could have used his. So, that was and he was the easiest one, since he was right there on the continent. All you would have had to do was go to his gravesite, and you guys had all the spells to do that.
Wait, I suggested
the big guy?
Minotaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said it had to be a recently deceased person.
Yeah, but remember how he died?
He died running out of a thing.
He died actually because of the portal expansion in that area. He got locked there. The same with everyone else in there. How they died was that portal that Shade and Goldie was fucking with. It wasn't the cave-in that killed him.
We don't know that.
I know, but if you guys spend a few other time doing other things, you would have found that. But again, you guys choose your own path, and I'm not going to sit down and deter what you guys choose. And I can only give out so much other information. I'll change the Grand Soul line. I'll give it to someone else. It doesn't have to be your guys' gig. So you guys
just
should probably
seemed
go
like
back to Hell. You'll have your full access to your kits, and the enemies will seem a lot more your level, because I have been basing everything off of, your advanced version. So everything, when you got here to the mortal realm, it got that much harder because of that.
Oh.
So, yeah, even the DC on the one you're about to go through, I was like, damn, this thing's tough for their level down stage. But they're the ones that rushed off, and they're like, we don't want to rechange our specs. Let's go. I'm like, okay, that's you guys. I can only do whatever I do. So, okay.
I'm just curious, how difficult was the Vexapur line there?
What do you mean? Oh, the Vexapur one? You guys would have had to... You're on the ship, you're gonna get jumped by sorcerers there. The goblin that you guys met in the tower, he's been following you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, let me show you. Go to... where's the reveal? Here in Roll20, I'll show you.
Well, the goblin was a summoner this whole time. Oh wait, yeah, he was.
Yeah, that's why he had interest in you guys. Remember?
Oh, I see.
So.
Was he gonna try and bind us or something like that?
Wait, why can't I select these guys? Yeah, he wanted you guys', and he wanted the secrets to how you guys did your stuff. Okay.
So,
How about let's go back. I will need time to sit down and set everything up again. Let's go back to where you guys escaped from the attack on Hell. And instead, let's put you at that point, and you can just continue on from there. That way, you're regular leveled up. You can now go in and do your regular leveling to what you need to be done. Brimstone, I don't know what to do about your character. Again, it's a magic incentive that I kind of put onto demons and devils since the beginning of the campaign. You don't have to pick them, and I doubt actually it'll make Brimstone any stronger or weaker by not picking them. Go with go the route you wanted to. Don't do the magic route. Sometimes spells just get in the way anyway. So, build for outright damage. So.
But what about the whole Grand Soul storyline?
Fuck it. You guys aren't having fun on it. I'm not going to sit down and force you guys into something you're not having fun. Let's just scrap it, and Mr. R will go get somebody else to do it.
I liked the storyline. I just didn't like how it was for us. I still want to go through it. I just don't want to.
I don't know how to sit down and change it to the point to where. I can try. Fuck, I don't know. The main goal of the grand weapon was to get you your weapon, Brimstone. That's what I was trying to do with it the entire time, was get you a powered up weapon into Brimstone's hands. That's what Mr. R's goal was.
What we figured. That's why it was at the top of my list of important tasks to get done. That's why we were pursuing it.
That's not what I figured.
That was Mr. R's
well, that's
goal.
what I figured.
Needed that big, powerful weapon in your hands, mainly to keep you safer from from the shit that's going to come in Hell. So, if you can have a soul-bound weapon,
like the
you don't have to
idea of the quest. I still like the idea of the quest and how to do it. It's just that I felt like we were being kicked around by being underpowered and having NPCs that show us up, and it was just a very... It seemed like every decision we made to try and get this task done was something that was kicking us down even further. It wasn't fun to just be defeat after defeat after defeat.
Yeah.
Bad choice after bad choice after bad choice.
You guys
Clever?
Okay.
I don't think that scrapping the Grand Soul thing is the right call. I mean, we got there eventually. Like, we're on the way to do a thing.
Yeah.
And stuff. It's just the way to it was a slog of. It was just a slog.
Yeah.
Really. And it didn't mesh right.
Okay.
And like I understand story-wise the anchoring and the power associated with the connection and all that, but mechanically it's not.
I think only because it took multiple, trudges through the selection process. That's why you guys didn't pick up on the, hey, this character is attuned towards you. There was a way that when picking correctly, all of your characters would have came back on your appropriate level onto the mortal realm. But
yeah, we didn't really
want to
do it more than once.
Aru, like, you had a possibility of coming out on level 14 onto the mortal realm. So that was the highest you could have gotten.
But like how? Like we don't know any of this.
You meshed up perfectly with who you were supposed to align with. He has your best interests and alignment at heart, and when you did so, you get a roll, a 1d4, which you either come out at level 11 or level 14. So if you pick someone who just is completely average with you, you get what's it called? You get no change at all, and you just would have been at 10. If you have somebody who is opposing personalities with you, you get a negative roll. So,
Right.
yeah. So you had the possibility of coming out even stronger than your hell form. That was just
I roll like shit. Right. Gotcha.
And I was trying to reduce that one, just being like, hey, you'll always get a positive on your roll no matter what you get. But you came back at level 11, right? So you're only one level down from your actual level.
No, sure, but I definitely came out on top compared to my teammates.
You are the tank.
I
Or
am the tank.
Not a tank. You could tell that just by how Goldie attacked you. The moment physical attacks come into play, Aru
She hit me with enough damage to kill me almost in one shot.
Now,
she hit me with enough damage to kill two of me in one shot.
Goldie's the only character that I've put in the game so far that does radiant damage, and she's done radiant damage since she was a mortal.
I understand.
Change about Goldie, that was just her storyline. I don't know how to make Goldie any less. Or
I have to ask
that much.
But her base damage on each of those 3 arrows she shoots is as much as my most powerful spell.
Only if she's hitting a demon.
No. The base damage. It got doubled because of the radiant. Sure, I'm a demon. Alright, so half of that was 40. That's as much as my most powerful spell, and she shoots off 3 of those each turn.
Yeah.
Let me bring
What's the
down
what was the damage she was using, like a 1d10 or 1d6?
No, it was 1d6.
Oh. And it was because when she hits something with it, she gets a radiant thing with that? Is it like a...
All of her
demons
all
are...
of her bow damage is radiant damage, so it does double damage.
Yeah,
so.
Demons are vulnerable to radiant damage, which I understand.
Yeah, I perfectly understand.
Half of 80 is 40, and she hit me with 1 arrow. And my most powerful spell, right now, does 68 damage, which is 40. If I roll max damage, and you said you rolled max damage.
Yep. Her average ranges between a 22 and a 37.
With 1 arrow.
With 1 arrow. Yep.
How did she do 80 then?
What's that? If she gets max, that she can get up to a 40, which will do 80.
So she can shoot
hit
3...
about as low as a 15 and about as high... Yeah, with her highest, it's around 40s. She can even hit a little bit harder if she wanted to.
So, curious question. So, like, say, for example, if I roll, like, say, an average...
In all honesty, she just rolled high when hitting you.
No, I understand. High damage happens. It happens. And the radiant damage doing double, I understand. The issue I'm trying to come up with here is how 1 arrow can do 40 points of damage.
She's specifically built to kill demons. Goldie... It's the one character in there.
Which is why it's radiant, sure, so it does double.
Yeah, and her bow damage is the one that does that. She was taking on, when you first met Goldie, she was taking on legions of demons. Legions.
Yeah, curious question though.
Goldie hasn't leveled up at all. I've got her character sheet here in front of me, and it's not changed. She's level 15, and you've never had a problem with her until you went up and fought her.
So Goldie...
Right, because she's usually not aiming that at us.
With her too.
So Goldie is a fighter, right? So she uses a longbow. She uses a what? 1d6, 1d8, 1d10.
Her main attack is her longbow. She also has paladin abilities, which just about all angels get anyway. So she has rudimentary healing, but like she'll blow it quick because she has very little in the way of defense. You can just you guys cut her down pretty quick. So even when you guys first met her, you almost couldn't do any damage to her whatsoever. You guys needed the assistance of say, like, Mr. R to hold her down so you could hit her. But now, with only about 2 or 3 rounds, you nearly outright killed her.
But that's the thing. We were going into this battle royale after all the level adjustments. I was at level 11, so I was the highest, minus Goldie, of my teammates.
Yeah.
I had the most hit points. I had the most damage output. And then Goldie reduces me to almost nothing in 1 shot. That's why Skelly was saying I was the tank, because I was. In that situation, I was the tank. and I got one shot.
This came into a combination of Aru is literally weak, and I built the familiars to be weak to physical attacks. If someone comes up with a blade or attacks you from a distance with a bow, that's how you kill familiars. But you're extremely resilient to all forms of spells, and you're resilient to all forms of AoE attacks. Our familiars would be very broken if I didn't put that weakness in there. You just happen to go up against the one person that is your weakness.
So, curious question though, like say when I summoned that, big-ass rage demon at him, right?
Yeah.
He went out with her for a couple of turns, right?
He got 3 rounds on her, and she specifically tried to flee from him several times. And he even had flying, so she couldn't even get him away from that.
I see,
She had the biggest trouble with that.
So if we all, like...
You get up in front of Goldie's face, really up on top of her. Like, Brimstone could have really done a lot of damage to her. Especially with the weapon that she had from... that was right. That she had from Thorn.
It doesn't matter. You could say he or she. Yeah.
Except Brimstone's level 6 now. So, not that much.
Okay. Even at level 6, what's your average to hit added?
I don't know. Let me see.
I'm pretty sure you still beat an 18. Goldie doesn't have that much armor.
So what I'm thinking here is that since we didn't all, like, we were all focused on trying to kill each other besides Goldie, and Goldie decided to start going for the weak ones, is what I'm hearing.
Well, no, Goldie had 3 shots, so she shot 3 different people.
Yeah, First off, she started off spreading, but then Aru became a very, very potent person who ripped off a whole chunk of her HP. So
my average to hit with a +3 greatsword would be 21.
I think I
got 21. Oh, that's +3 with yeah. So you still Brimstone still and 15 damage with the hitting. If Brimstone would have joined in, you would have taken.
He would have got 1 shot.
So then
he would have got 1 shot.
Okay.
We're struggling mechanically because we should be level 12 characters.
Right.
And we're getting smoked.
You should go back and reattune your guys. That was when I sat down and created that, so that one instance where you got to sit down and kind of mesh your characters up with the NPCs. That was supposed to be the one that was fun, and I gave you the opportunity.
I didn't really think it was a mechanic. I thought it was who we would. I didn't think it mechanically worked. I thought it was who we would best get along with.
The only downfall I saw, and this isn't to blame you, Callie, is that you're the one that was making the decisions on that. I was like,
well,
no, Brimstone made his own decision.
Chose Thorn.
Because why wouldn't Brimstone choose Thorn?
Thorn actually isn't attuned to you.
No, Silver.
I get
from a character perspective.
But think about all the choices you had. I'm trying to find the damn things.
Everyone. No one can stand Brimstone. There is no good choice.
No, that's not true. Oh my god.
Everybody loves Brimstone.
You see here the person who can fit you.
Everyone likes Brimstone as a person, but would not want to hang out with him alone. When takes fun at a party,
listen here.
Brimstone is not someone you take to it.
Brimstone, I will trade you. Okay, you can have Keith.
That's probably not a good idea.
That's probably a worse idea.
No. You see, I remember what Silver's saying is Keith has so many souls he can attune to anyone.
The obvious choice is to pair Thorn with Goldie.
If you wanted to make sure you came out just normal, just match up with Keith, because Keith can match up with everyone. That was what that one was all about. I wanted to make sure you had that option always.
It seems like.
All right, let's go over the mechanics of this one real quick. And if you really want to just go back over and try it, but now that I'm giving you all the answers, it won't be nearly as fun.
Well, we don't have
it's obviously Thorn and Goldie because they're both very militant types. Their personalities match up.
Okay.
No, it seems like with attunement, it was more like this is who are
you going to get along with the most.
This is the choice.
Here's an interesting thing. If you guys spent just a little more time You could have got more representatives. Amy would have came in.
Nice.
So you would have been able to add her in as well.
Wait,
If you
didn't you
wanted
say
to
she
know
was
whether or not the
outdoor?
demon that you summoned ratted you out, she didn't. Just so you know.
Oh, I didn't want to
Why
know
would you
You
that.
guys
spoil
actually
that?
had... Your paranoia kind of kicked in, and you guys were just like, oh no, everyone's going to come after us. Nobody knew.
Well, you don't have to spoil that.
Well, it's too late. I'm going.
Oh,
we're going to
damn.
mechanics-wise now.
Well, you don't have to. The ones we're not talking about, you don't have to just throw at us.
Yeah.
we've got.
No, I mean,
We've got them. Okay. Is everyone on this?
Here,
one? Yeah.
here's the correct choices. It's gonna be Thorn and Goldie.
Oh, what's it called? Emily. Yeah, Emily is the most attuned to Brimstone. If you wanted
Obviously.
to know who it was, she.
And
Right.
Thorn and Goldie.
It would have been this one. Let me bring the other NPCs in because that.
Which NPC?
And I'm gonna say probably Eerie and Lily, just for fascination's sake.
And
then
let me
I'd
see
say-
everyone who we've got here and take them away because you don't need them.
well, I
Where
was
is-
attuned
Where
to
the fuck's
Lily.
Aru? Oh, there she is.
I'm in front
you
of
could
Key.
do which one was easily with Aru. You could have put
Sure.
what's it called? Any formal spellcaster you can put with oh my goodness.
I mean, like we're both conjuration people here.
You can
Yeah.
put with Lily because that was kind of the easiest matchup I didn't see. They're both conjurers. That's what they do.
Right, but I didn't think that it was that, right?
I
I'm
didn't think
thinking
it's
these
profession. I thought
people.
it was
And-
personality. And
Actually, technically,
who,
Eerie has the biggest personality comparison with Thorn. They're both world travelers. That's all they do. They're very neutral-esque, and they don't fall under the normal types of good and evil. They're explorers. That's all they were. And then Keeve, of course, was just the blank slate that you could have chose with anyone. Those match
That's
up
not
right
what I'm
there
figuring
would have
you
given
would
you
do.
the bonuses, right, like that. So if you
That's
had
totally-
chosen Margaret it has a neutral stance with Brimstone. You wouldn't have lost anything. But you chose not to use Margaret, which is, I mean, that's fine. Not giving up your friends I was like, that's pretty darn cool. You gimped yourself for the upcoming fights, but hey, whatever. Who did you guys match up with Goldie? I forget.
Goldie
With
with.
Emily.
No, I think we put her with. Oh, yes, you're right. We did put her with Emily.
Which they'll both have, what's it called? Yep, Goldie can be matched up with Emily. That's why she got the +4. Yep. Yeah. Okay,
Steve.
people that'll match up, you can match up with her.
Mm-hmm.
You can match them up. Shade will only match up with Keeve. That's it. He won't match up with anyone else. If you try to put him with anyone else, you'll get a negative. And who?
Yeah, probably with Emily too.
Oh man, though.
Keeve, yes, yours is
Like mother, like son.
Oh my god, though. You know that my paranoia about Liamy was her name.
So
Who?
The dust demon.
Oh. I don't
You know,
Jelly just doesn't go fucking with anyone.
Jelly doesn't really have personality other than food.
Jelly has great personality. Oh. No,
I would
Jelly
pair up well with Jelly.
Jelly would,
That's true.
Jelly doesn't match with anyone. You would have had to get more representatives. He'll match with Amy. So, all right, those would have given you your best odds right there. Emily has the most compatibility with a lot of your demons. Next comes Lily and Key. Thorn, she's just a bad match for demons. It's just what it is. She's very, very strictly neutral. So the moment you try to match up demon types like Lust, Wrath, Pride, and all that stuff, it just doesn't match with Thorn and what she is. So, let's go over the representatives you could have gotten. I don't know why you guys didn't go get Max. He was right there.
Oh, the guy?
I thought
The
Oh,
mediator.
he did.
No, I thought no.
That's
He agreed. He agreed though, didn't he? Yeah.
And so did Sapphire.
Yeah, but she wasn't in town. That was the problem why we didn't have Amy.
You guys have never had, what's it called?
Yes.
A report
what?
from Queenie.
I
You could
100%
never have
No.
her.
No.
You could have gotten Faith. Despite her being pissed off, she's just a pissed off person. She's always been pissed off. You should have just went
But
after her.
she
She would have done
also wouldn't have meshed with anybody.
Yes, she does. She meshed
Shade.
with Brimstone.
Huh?
She actually does.
Okay.
These guys were the representatives you didn't pick.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever met with Core. I don't think
Who?
we've ever met him. The Dragonborn rep.
No, you can't use him. He would have never agreed.
We would never-
If you needed a Dragonborn on your team, and especially since now you're going to go get the soul of a dragon, Draconian.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would have not worked.
The Old Kingdom rep is out. We've never... I think we very briefly met Joshua, the Elven rep. We don't know him very well.
Wait, didn't you guys like really piss off what's his name? Oh yeah, the old Keenum, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no.
But
no.
what did the Dragonborn rep agree? Because it's just a kobold. Like kobolds are dragon souls, are they?
Yeah, but he wouldn't want us using it as a weapon.
Oh.
If you're going out and getting one, he's about representing other Draconians. He's very hardcore about that. If you're going to go out and take the soul of a Draconian, even someone who is a kobold, kobolds are still part of Draconia. So he would have been like, hell no.
Oh, I thought there was like kobold racism or something like that.
Of the
We could've
representatives
lied.
you didn't get, these are the 4, and I'll put in what's it called?
Margaret.
Just so you can sit down and do the comparisons. Let's take all the demons we've got right now and see who can match up. You can match Brimstone with Faith. Who else can you match with Faith? You can't actually match anyone else up. So it was that one. For
But,
a
Silver.
dragon rep, what?
I legitimately remember that we talked to Max though, and you know the guy, and said, "Yeah, just come on over." Or should we?
Come on over.
You had to have
Come
gone
on over,
over
baby.
and brought him into the entire thing. You guys kind of like gave an invitation without telling him why.
Oh.
I was waiting for that, but that never happened. You can match up Goldie with yeah, you can match Goldie with Cinder. Eerie goes well with Max, and you can go down with Amy as well. Haru can match with her, but Barum can't. Barum would have had been matched with Max. And Sivart can be matched with the Dragon Rep as well. And of course the same thing happens with Shade. Shade just can't be matched with anyone. So if he'll always get a negative unless you match him with Kiev. I was trying to make sure you guys did bring Shade. Yeah.
I didn't want Shade.
You can actually put can you? Nope. Jelly doesn't match with anyone. Oh, poor Jelly. That's alright. So yes, there was a rhyme and reason behind it, and it was supposed to be a fun thing, but it got rushed. So
It didn't seem like a mechanic to me. It just seemed like
It's
who do you think your characters would be alright being around?
it seemed.
I think
more that
the
we were-
only illogical leap, you guys, all of them had similarities and, ones that made sense, except for when you chose Thorn. Yeah, throughout the entire time you've ever been interacting with Thorn, it's always been one-sided. Brimstone to Thorn. It's never been returned. You've ever noticed that.
But she also knows him best.
She knows technically everyone best because of how old she is, but that's it.
Yeah, I know, but of all the reps, she knows Brimstone best.
This is true. Okay. Well, that one I would agree with. Still, the personalities clash.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's just, I guess, I misunderstood what we were trying to match.
Ah, that's okay.
It
So,
was rushed.
do you guys want to go back and do that? I can change up the parameters and make it about of a game like that. But now you guys kind of know everything, and those are the ones that worked RP-wise. So, it's up to you guys. Do you want to continue the Grand Soul line? Do you want to go?
Yeah, we're on the airship to do a thing.
Do you want to go? Oh, I've got to sit down and change everything now.
I think that the Grand Soul quest is important.
That's why we beeline for it.
Yeah, it was a quest given to us by Mr. R. Like, he said that this was something we should do, and
it was just like 4 episodes of us trying to make it work so we can actually get it started.
Yeah.
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 I'm inclined to agree as well. I mean, Brimstone really needs that pretty badass weapon.
Well, that's for down the line, but I still think, like, that was...
Does it have to talk, though?
It would have depended on which soul you picked.
If it's the Kobold?
If you got Vexapru, yeah, Vexapru's gonna talk. Vexapru was a talker.
The Grand Soul line is dumb and we don't need to do it.
Let's have a vote. What do you guys want to do? Do you want to go back to hell, or do you want me to redesign the Grand Soul line? Callie, what would you like? Let's just individually.
Well, just because I don't know what we would be doing in hell, I
Plenty
would...
of things to do in hell. You guys are currently, Mr. R is being attacked by all of the other princes. You guys
Last
can go
time
take
we
out.
learned how we
The next
almost
thing you
got
guys are going to
assassinated.
do is take a shot back at some of the princes.
Right, but we don't have any, like, equipment or anything right now, so I still think the Grand Souls are best.
Been popping in and out of the material realm, and I don't want to sit there and take it away, give it away, take it and give. I'm just
No, I understand, but, like, I think for long-term campaign finishing goals, the Grand Soul is...
Okay, one vote for Grand Soul. Clover, what would you like to do?
We beeline for the Grand Soul, and last time we were in hell, things got fucked, and we ran away from a big fight, so we could get resummoned, so we could not be in hell. So let's not be in hell until we're actually prepared, which is why we're preparing. Yes. Grand Soul.
Alright, Grand Soul. Brimstone, what does he want to do?
I already said.
You want to go back to hell. Okay.
That's not what I said.
No. No? Okay, so you do want to do the Grand Soul.
Yes.
Okay. So that's majority there. Okay.
Lazy don't matter.
I'm going to change... it would have been cool, but I'm going to change the rules on the anchoring. You guys will be at your normal level. So go back... Well, so I'm going to sit... I have to redesign the next 3 things. That's going to take me a bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get done by the evening to have it ready, because I have to change all of the next 3 places that you're about to do it. So we'll continue along with that. Instead of sitting down and doing the selection process, you guys need to choose 2 NPCs to take with you. You can't take Golden, you can't take Shade. I was really trying to discourage usage of them earlier.
I don't want Shade anyways.
So you need to pick 2 other NPCs.
Well, we also wanted to go get the Angel Souls.
That's why we brought Goldie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are the Angel Souls exactly?
We brought her for story purposes, not...
Yeah.
And that's another thing I was trying to say earlier, is that Goldie kind of has this background and stuff, and you seem to be pushing us towards learning more about her as a character and having the storyline with her. It seemed like that early on, and then you completely made her shut us down at every impact.
Every turn.
Like with Shade.
Okay, with Goldie and Shade, them was about the end game. You're going to need their help on the final battles. But once you got them on your side, which with Goldie's mechanic, all you had to do was get her to meet Red. Once you did that, boom, you had her. She's now your ally. That was the entire person she was sitting down, suffering and trying to find, was Red, mainly because that was her friend and she couldn't remember. And because the not remembering part was making her suffer. That's where the journal and all that stuff came from. It really sucked when you destroyed the journal and I had to fragment a whole bunch of it.
That's who she was looking for?
That's who she was looking for. She was never looking for shade. She was looking for red.
And yet, when she comes back after Red, she was just as ornery and irritable and...
Well, that's just who she is. As a fallen angel, she's very stoic. So... What else? With Shade, again, he's always built to fuck you over if you bring him into the party. Shade is a loose cannon, and he does not give a shit about friendly fire.
No
he's
kidding.
An extremely powerful demon. So
I'm just gonna point out,
you guys got that one pretty quick. Don't bring Shade or shit happens.
He killed 2 of our characters. We got it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say that I'm 110% sure that Barm is a loyal NPC.
No. Oh, he's gonna kill you. He was. I'll change it now. Oh yeah, he was.
Why are you spoiling
these? I have to change all of this stuff. Don't worry, it will be changed now. But
you didn't have to change any of these or reveal anything about Shade or.
Barm was never intended to be a main character. You guys, I guess he just took a liking to him. So
yeah,
well, he was the most frequently.
How did this happen?
I think that was more because Lice just kind of forced him on you. the more I saw you using Barm as your, oh, there's a bad situation, Barm, go handle it. Which then that means Barm's interacting with them more than you are. So, okay, for your selection of demons, which you can just choose which ones you want. You have these 4 over here.
Silver?
What's up?
Why are you just spoiling random things that we could still discover and enjoy?
Because I have to redesign all of it.
It wasn't
working.
Those would have been fun things to learn about. Like, we didn't know about Shade, we didn't know about Barham.
But just kind of what you had expressed to me before, I had been putting out these hooks into the story, and you're just never going to find them. Like with the Grand
We're never going to find... Barham will still attack, and we can still find out about Shade later.
I can sit down and change all of this, but it needed to be changed. All of this stuff needed to be shifted slightly so that you guys can have more fun with your game. And you can play with your players rather than the NPCs. Knowing about the NPCs is great, fine, and dandy, but the game is still more about you guys. And the moment you guys told me that, that's when I was just like, shit, I have to redesign this entire thing differently. Otherwise, none of it will work and none of it will mesh well with your story. There's going to be differences, changes with Barham. Sivart, what's it called? Actually, Jelly has been pretty much well-rounded in his job. He's a healer. He's good at it. He's pretty much sucks at fighting, but he's a great healer and he keeps everybody alive when need be. You guys haven't utilized Zia nearly as much, but then again, Brimstone just kind of overshadows her on every aspect. So there's not really been much use for Zia. Yeah. Don't bring. I'm gonna just say that you can't bring Shade and Goldie anymore. They're great for the end game, and that's what they were built for. Remember when you were traveling around with them? If you ever brought Shade, bad stuff would happen to you, and if you ever brought Goldie, she would become stoic and just wouldn't do what you wanted. It was like having a Pokemon that you just didn't have the badges to control her. That's how she was built that way, so that you wouldn't, just outright win every single combat if you brought Goldie in, because Goldie is built to be overpowered.
That's fine. We weren't bringing her for her firepower. We were bringing her for her angelic roots.
Yeah. She won't come with you guys on this next section. You'll see her when you get back to Hell. Same with Shade. You'll have to choose one of the other 4. You'll get 2. So, Callie, you were the main decision maker last time. I'll give it to you this time. And I'll build the story on to whom you brought. Which 2 would you like to bring?
I'm going to make a suggestion, not a decision, so that the rest of the group can input.
You can sit down and ask your entire group. You can ask them, who should we bring? I'm just, whoever the 2 you pick, that's who I'm putting in.
Alright, who do you guys want to bring?
Sivart and Barham.
I was going to say Jelly.
I do like Jelly.
I do like Jelly.
Jelly's the only one of the 4 that can heal.
Yeah, I really like Jelly. I mean, like, I don't need Barham. Like, Barham is like... I have other friends now, I got these other devils here. Useless guys.
It should be Sivart and Jelly, because we don't need another sorcerer, we don't need another fighter.
Okay. I think we're agreed then.
Yeah.
Something with book smarts.
Well, yeah, Sivarts for sure, and yeah, Jelly for the heals.
Okay. We'll be going with these two. Good old classics right there. Okay. I'll shift it so that you have brought your wizard and your bard. Do you guys still want to use the mechanic of being paired up with a certain mage? I can shift everything around a little bit. It'll be based on something else though, but you'll still be the same levels. So, I mean, other than RP aspects, it won't change anything.
We've bumbled along with this for so long. Don't take it out.
Okay. I won't take it out. I'm going to have you redo it, though, but more for the RP aspect, and I'm going to change the ramifications between which ones you pick. If you pick the correct one, you'll get a bonus. If you don't pick the correct one, there will be no negatives. You'll just stay the same. How about that instead?
Do we get to know what the parameters are?
Nope. Yeah, that one again. You can sit down and again talk to them, and you can sit down and make discussions. Key will give you a slight overview of hinting of how to do it, but I have to sit down and write it all out and be like, okay. I'm gonna give you Amy just because Amy was supposed to show up. I'll give you Faith as well. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Wait, don't give us Faith, give us Max.
6. Oh, you only need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to take Thorn out, oddly enough. So
Silver.
Trying to sit there and work with Thorn's kind of a pain.
Silver.
Yeah.
Don't give us Faith, give us Max. We were nowhere near getting Faith. We didn't want
Faith. You were. Even the going to jail part, she liked that you guys were still apart and associated. She's just an asshole.
Maybe we don't want to be in association with an asshole.
Actually,
alright, fine. Alright.
I like
we
Faith.
Were closer with getting Max.
Do you want Max or Faith? I mean, you only get 6, so
Max.
It would make sense
Faith.
that we would have Max.
Okay, but who?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll be bound to Faith if no one else wants it.
You have it's essentially Max or Faith. I mean, you have Amy now, so.
Well, I don't care either way. Whatever you want.
It would make sense for Max. We already talked to him. He wanted to come.
Hey.
Alright. Then I'm going to choose Max.
Gotta have Faith.
Max 2020.
You do have more of a rapport with Faith. I mean, Max.
Baby!
The one who beat Faith.
Alright, I'll flip a coin later on it and make the decisions then. So, you cannot bring the dragon, unless you want to give up the weapon. I mean,
no, we don't want him.
Here's the hilarious thing: is I don't know why you never turned on the dragon. I mean, you could have just gotten it and then ran. I mean, what's the dragon going to do? Follow you in hell?
Yeah.
Well, but the implication was that once we bond with them, that they can then summon us whenever they want, and that was the part that
but
nobody wanted.
Unlike
guys,
Margaret was the only one that caught on to that bullshit because she's a diviner. If you just sat down and attuned, say, like Jelly to the dragon, what's freaking Cinder going to do? Yeah, there were so many ways to work around like that one. You could have convinced the dragon easy to help you, but I'm not going to do it. So, and no Margaret. So you don't have to give up any information. I'll decide on those two later. Yeah, I'll make it a fun little mini game for your matchup and RP needs, and the ramifications will be slightly different. I am going to change a slight history with I just saw what Skilly posted. Oh my god.
What's going on?
I was just looking in Discord and I saw what Skilly posted. Oh my god. I gotta put this one and have this one recorded.
God.
Friendship with Thorn. Now Emily is my best friend. Damn.
And hey, if you can hook her up with Rylan, she'll be your BFF forever.
Okay. You'll go ahead and take this time to get your characters back to a normal level. You will all have to sit down and do... I can have that you guys sit down and do the rolls right now for your equipment if you want.
Cool.
Alright. So,
Okay, well, as a level 12, I do get my invocation. So I'll just go and take the Invocation of Shadows.
Okay.
So I get Armor of Shadows, so I have something I'm proficient in. Actually, wait. Aru, can you cast Mage Armor on other people?
I do not have access to that spell.
Oh. Okay.
I have unarmored defense, so my AC is baller.
Oh my god, where did you get that from?
It's a benefit that I got from the character from Silver, because
Yep.
I'm a beastkin, so I get certain perks.
Nice.
You are a familiar.
Familiar. I also have Aura of Protection, so when you're close to me, you get a bonus to your saving throws.
Okay. I'm gonna go and just lock myself in instead of like Whisper of the Grey. I'm gonna lock myself with Minion of Chaos. I do like the idea of like something elemental, right?
Just realize when you summon elementals and they take enough damage, they can turn on you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll think of another one later another time, I guess.
I mean, they're still useful, and if they're, like, they go neutral, you just don't have control over them anymore, they're not going to make a beeline for you, they're just going to attack whatever's closest to them, but if you're closest to them, they'll attack you.
Oh. Okay. Man, though. That just sends a shiver down my spine, though, so when you told me that Bara was plotting to kill me.
Is that surprising?
He had help, just so you know.
He had help?
Him
I'm
for
not going to
Pete's
reveal
sake.
that one, but he had
Oh
help.
god! Why you would betray me, Bara? I thought we were friends!
You enslaved him.
I mean,
You
kinda?
probably had
It coming.
you probably had unwilling sex with him.
Oh!
That's how I read it.
That's how, yeah. That's how I have less demon.
I don't know how hard it is to find peanut butter in hell, but you would have done it.
Alright, Brimstone, will you roll a 1d10, please? What weapons?
Well, that should be good. I rolled max last time and got fucked, so if I
That's
rolled
true.
worse
What's-
this time...
What is your... You can use any weapon. What's your specialization, though?
My specialization?
As in, what does Brimstone usually use? Weapon type.
For weapons?
Yeah,
Oh, just greatsword?
so two-handed. Alright, you'll get a +3 lance.
Okay.
Let's go with...
Oh, hell yeah.
From where?
Oh,
This is the
hell
equipment
yeah!
that you need to progress. You know, so this is the equipment the mages are giving you to in this, but you'll lose
They're
all of this when you go
buffing
to
us
hell.
up.
Okay. Roll another 1d10, please.
Shit, I don't even get to roll. 2 rolls in a row, nice.
You will get Dwarven Plate.
Brimstone,
Aw.
go away and get a horse. You can be a knight if you have a lance.
It's like it's from your mum.
Mm-hmm. Whenever she made dinner.
Alright, go ahead and roll a 1d10.
Who? Me? Again?
You.
Alright.
What is your deal today?
What?
You get,
How are you?
you get a ring of shooting stars.
Oh. Do,
that's kinda
do, 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 do. Anyone? No?
Hey.
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 Alright, one more. I need a 1d10.
Damn it.
4. You get.
Oh, I broke your streak.
You get
3 in a row is still
a
impressive.
candle of invocation. Okay, Aru, you can't.
Do I even get shit? Because, like, I can't wear armor and I can't hold anything.
If you roll, you can. Let me go to.
I'll make a collar.
Alright. I'll give you from a certain list, despite you not having being able to do or get stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get 4 rolls of the same, so give me a moment.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead. Make a roll of 1d10. You'll get Horseshoes of Zephyr.
Horseshoes of Zephyr?
Horseshoes of Zephyr.
Okay.
Alright. Go ahead and roll again.
Of Zephyr. Hang on, I want to not forget this. Oh. Okay.
4. You'll get a manual of quickness and action.
Ooh.
I'm getting a what? A manual
of quickness of action.
Quickness of action.
of quickness of action. Okay, I found that. All right.
There you go. Alright, go ahead and roll again. You'll get more.
What is happening?
Hey. Alright, you'll get Norzul's Marvelous Pigments.
Norzul's Marvelous Pigment. Come on, search it. Search it. I must have spelled it wrong. Oh, I did.
Alright, go ahead and roll again.
Oh, damn it, Simeon, get out of the way.
I know it's in my. I'm like, oh, I can't see anything. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 8.
Oh, I broke it. Gelly, I was so close.
Alright, you'll get a tiny Robe of the Stars.
Robe of the Stars.
Robe of Stars.
Robe of Stars. I get a
Built
tiny.
specifically for you.
Oh.
It's like a little like robe thing.
It's a little dog Halloween costume.
It's like a little cape.
Basically, it's just a cape and a little hood. Okay. Lice, let's go with yours for your weapon. Alright. 7. You'll get a +3 sickle.
+3 sickle.
Another one. Why so many ones?
Okay, give me a moment. That is for your weapon. Let's go with your armor.
I'm not exactly proficient in any of those.
A sickle?
Yeah, including a sickle. I don't think so. Let me check Warlocks real quick.
Well, you better read a book at Lily's library about how to use the sickle.
Well,
yeah,
the
simple
stuff I
weapons.
got's pretty. Huh.
So I can use it. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Ignore me.
It
what
just
kind of armor can
has
you
some
use?
pretty interesting stuff to it.
No armor actually.
You can't. You don't know how to. Your character can't wear armor. Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, I can. I have light armor. Never mind.
Light armor.
Well, yeah, why am I using armor of shadows? Let me get rid of that.
You'll get +2 leather armor.
Awesome.
Okay. Go ahead. Okay, next one is 7, 1, 3. You will get a ring of regeneration. And 6. So you will get an amulet of the plains.
Okay. Wait, any other planes? Does that mean like plane shift or something like that?
Go look it up. Okay. Clover.
Can I forgo?
I'm just gonna roll for
weapon?
Clover on mine because I'm not. for her.
That weapon roll, I don't want to use weapons.
You don't want any weapons? That's fine.
No.
That means you'll get from a different list.
10.
Let's go with armor first.
8. You're gonna write that in.
Oh, right, I have to...
Sorry.
No problem.
Alright. What happened?
Oh, I have to log into her stuff.
Your first armor is a +2 leather armor.
So DC 15 intelligence check. I don't think I'm good at that.
Oh, fuck!
Damn. Or do you have intelligence?
Yeah.
Okay. Clover, go ahead and make
Why?
another roll. However, 2. Ooh, you got the Ion Stone of a Regeneration.
Nice.
Hey, that's the second Ion Stone that I've rolled.
Okay.
How do you spell Ironstone?
IOUN. I believe.
Is it?
It's either IOU or IUO.
Okay, go ahead
I don't
and
think-
make another roll.
Hold on, I need to add these in before I forget.
Let's,
What does Clover get? 9. A Ring of Air Elemental Command.
Ooh.
Ooh.
1, 2... I need one more roll.
Yeah, it's IOUN.
Alright. Alright.
Wicked.
Alright. One more roll, please. 8. You get a flying carpet. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
I can show you the world.
that is something that I would want.
It does kind of match up too.
Alright.
Why are you asking if I just got intelligence?
Yeah, the amulet I have doesn't exactly use the stuff I use, you know? Like, I'm not intelligent.
Like she wants to trade.
Oh, what does it do? What did you get?
It lets you plane shift.
Oh,
Oh,
I'd want that.
yeah.
Amulet of the Plains. What did you get again there, Aru? Do you want to try it?
Me? I don't want that. Why would I want that?
I
I mean-
want that.
You can have it. Here you go, Erie. Yeah, just toss in your hands. Here you go. Yours.
Yes, I would love this.
So wait, you wanted to trade me, but you're just gonna give it to...
You see here, Lina's just
What's
a
it
little. Lina's just a little selfish.
Huh.
What was it called?
Amulet of the Plains. I mean, you know, the flying carpet is nice, but you know, I can technically fly.
So can I. I have flying for some reason.
Remember, all of this stuff goes away when you leave the mortal realm.
Yep,
So-
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Unless we keister it.
Unless you... Oh my god. Alright. Do you want to make changes to Brimstone's character?
I think I'm probably going to switch back to champion fighting. I guess I do use the conjured vehicle and
Well,
mold
you have a
earth.
flying carpet now, so...
It's true, but can't that only support to a certain amount of weight?
Yes.
You guys don't weigh that much.
I certainly
can
don't.
Show you the world. Allow
Yeah.
me.
Wait, how much do we weigh collectively?
I think I weigh 30 pounds. No, I'm 15. I got smaller. 15 pounds.
I'm not sure exactly how much Linisha weighs.
Jelly
Maybe
does not
like
weigh that much, and Severit does not weigh that much.
So probably anywhere between 400 and 600 approximately.
So Brimstone's the heaviest.
So probably we fly at 40 feet.
It's not the worst thing in the world.
I mean, I guess.
Okay. So long as we don't fall off.
No, build Brimstone how you want to play Brimstone. Don't build Brimstone build to specifications. Yeah, I might have given encouragement to use magic, but again, since magic doesn't exactly 100% combine well with fighting, just going straight fighter still works.
I'll build him up as a champion then.
Cool. Okay.
Isn't there like a feed that you can counter magic users?
Oh yeah, yes there is. I think it's specifically anti...
Mage Slayer? Yeah, Mage Slayer. That's a good one.
Yeah, definitely the thing called Mage Slayer. Yeah.
Alright, I am changing Barum from a spellcaster to a straight melee damage dealer. That means he only has his alternative form. That's
fine. So, he kind of like just shifted to his new form and just stayed there.
I like the idea of the collar.
He got released from the collar. Barum was actually considerably stronger from his story-wise point, and I never thought you'd ever unleash him. So
you know, circumstances happen. Yeah.
He was the pet of a greater demon, and then you stole him. That's the storyline I had given him before, but I mean, I guess I could keep that. He's just now just a melee fighter.
Just don't spoil anything about Barum, okay?
So if you cast for Barum, know that again, melee fighter, not spellcaster like he was before. So.
But if I put a collar on him, he goes back to spellcaster mode.
No, if you put a collar on him, I'm just going to nerf him a bit. That's it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Just again, interactions with him will become quite a bit different. So, and you have to use him. You can't use him the same tactical way you did before.
That's fine. Honestly, most of those things I kind of saw. I just go deal with that. I'm quite direct with my my summons.
I mean, he'll do the exact same thing your other giant guy will do. It's just he'll replace him instead. So, remember the guy you summoned to fight?
Yeah.
That's who he's
the big guy.
That's who he's replacing.
Okay, that's fine. You know, I actually had this great idea. So, you say I can summon different types of demons, right?
3 different types.
3 different types.
Spellcaster, you could basically pick Spellcaster, Rogue, or Warrior. Those are your 3 choices.
So, if I just like reach down in there and try to like summon a specific double, would that work?
What? What is this?
What?
That you put there?
It's the Ring of Shooting Stars.
Oh god. But yeah, Silver. So if I summoned like any other type of devils out there, like a sloth demon or you know?
As in you wanted to start doing specific like
yeah,
you do those 3 types. Okay.
Yeah, different flavors, you know?
Yeah. I'll put them all in as best I can.
Okay, that's fine. You know, if it's getting a little too much, do tell me. I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought the big guy when I summoned him next to Goldie was pretty an awesome sight, to be honest. He's like, yeah.
And his his poison ability?
Yeah.
That was nasty.
Nasty little guy, is it? So surprised that Liami was quite trash.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys need changed with your characters before I start changing for map?
No. I'm pretty fine with my character.
Okay. If you guys have any more questions with the characters, just message me, be like, what needs to be done. And...
Not my character, but there's something I hope you've taken into consideration in the world. Is that there was at one point I had 1,000 platinum on me when we died, and I hope some poor dirt farmer found it, and it ruined the economy. And there's just some poor dirt farmer sipping on champagne somewhere.
Where did you get so much platinum?
I was hoarding so much money right before that Clyde fight, or the
From where?
Do you remember that time where I said I'm poor? You guys.
Yes. You son of a bitch!
I had like 1,000 platinum.
Wait a minute.
Son of a bitch!
Wait a minute. You mean Mexipru spent all of her nice gold bribing the guards to get us through the great?
How the fuck did you get so much money?
Wow.
I had loot, and I was selling loot. And, you know, it just accumulates. I don't buy much. I get by. I'm very conservative. I'm a frugal being.
Wait a minute, does this mean like some like poor what do you call this?
I want some poor dirt farmer to just have like found 1,000 platinum.
I had like 250 gold at one point, and I was like,
would have just dropped on the ground,
and then you made me pay for the bus ticket! You ass!
Oh my god!
No one ever asked me if I had any money.
I asked if everyone had money, and you said I am poor!
Oh my god. Wow.
Okay.
So, Barham's new, like, he's gonna keep his new picture, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. His other form has a different one. I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want big Barham or little Barham?
Big Barham.
Alright.
So Barham is more attuned to killing Laneshan. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, he is. There you go.
He's also considered a large creature, so... Although he still has his regular transform, that's right. He's, he can do the same thing, what's it called?
You can turn into a fox guy.
Right, so...
He totally...
both. I'll give him both. I mean...
He totally won't,
it's
like,
really
backstab us.
inconvenient to have Barham just really fucking large walking around all the time.
I mean, technically I can summon him, right?
Yeah, when he's in combat mode, he'll be big. When he's in normal mode, he'll be normal sized.
Hey.
So, I got this idea. So, when we need combat, Barham, when we need utility, that other girl, everyone, just don't mention Grand Soul around her, okay?
Yeah. Got it. Will you remember that?
Yes. Maybe.
Remember what? I wasn't paying attention.
And then you summon her for the big fight at the end where we have to fight for Mexipru's soul. Oh, hey, Buzz, what are we doing?
Hey, Brimstone.
Yes?
I saw you do a picture once. You some kind of painter?
I will have you know that I am a master painter who has works hung up in the very castles of this realm.
He does.
Not a lie.
I was just given these marvelous pigments, and I was just reading up on what they do. And you might be interested, since all I can do is like finger paint.
I will say they do. They are pretty colors.
You can only you can have a paw print stamp.
Yeah, I can finger paint. I can.
You don't have fingers.
No, whatever. I can claw paint. So, these pigments allow you to create three-dimensional objects by painting them in 2 dimensions.
Are you saying I'm a 3D printer?
Uh-huh. But
Okay.
there's more.
Okay.
They come to life.
Kinda. So, when you complete the painting, the object or terrain feature depicted becomes a real, non-magical object. So, painting a door on a wall creates an actual door that can be opened to whatever is beyond. Painting a pit on a floor creates a real pit, and its depth counts against the total area of objects you create.
Nolzos is great. It falls under the same category as prestidigitation. It really comes down to how well you can break it. So,
yeah.
But it comes with, you know, you have to be... I don't know. It's one of the more funner ones I've experienced before as a DM. It's really fun.
Certainly. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of creative ways we could use it, but since Brimstone already has a painting skill, if you paint a form of energy, such as fire or lightning, the energy appears but dissipates as soon as you complete the painting, doing no harm to anything. But, like, you could get creative, and I think You are both the most capable and most creative. Do you want the pigment?
You can also technically do people with this one. There's shitty versions of them, but you can still do people.
Oh my god, SpongeBob!
Wait a minute, guys. Something important I just realized. Question. Silver. Plane shifting, right? So if you're in hell and you plane shifted to the mortal realm, how does that work?
You're not supposed to.
Not supposed to?
Not supposed to.
Not capable?
There's really, really bad consequences when doing that. Going from the material plane to hell, fine. You can do that as much as you want. Going from... But that's why the moment you go back to hell, you're not going to have this item.
No, I'm not talking about that item. I'm talking about, like, if I ever reach level...
Spell using... Just, as in, if you got high enough level just to use plane shift to go over, you can't do it. It won't go through.
Oh, okay.
Hell is specifically designed to keep people in.
I see.
Out is hard to do.
I literally will get plane shift next level. So, thanks.
That would be the mechanics. If you somehow found the item there, it would work, though.
Does any one of us have detect good and evil?
No.
I mean, we'll detect nothing but evil, though, right?
Yeah, it's detect evil. Like, your spellcasters can learn it.
Oh, does anyone here have it?
No.
What's it called? Sivart. You can, as long as you tell him to prepare it, he does.
Sivart, tell me how good this candle is. This candle's linked to a deity. A dieter.
Deity?
Dieter?
Let me go look it up real quick. I saw it right there on the thing, and I'm just like, huh. I gotta find the list. Where's Stormstone's list? Oh, come on.
And that paranoia. About the demon knowing our little secret.
Yeah, well, the secrets are going to change, so I wouldn't drop your paranoia 100%. The story's just shifted slightly.
Yeah.
I'm going to add new Grand Souls. If you guys don't want to go after Vexapru, go after someone else. I have to sit down and really dig back into the past stuff that you guys can get of... Now, again, another choice that you have is you can kill someone. That was one of the...
Yeah, we just didn't know anybody that would fit the bill.
That's a really good choice, and I have a perfect person.
Well, we thought about the guy from the Old Kingdom.
No. Rylan.
What? No.
Rylan would make a decent Grand Soul.
Yeah.
If you've ever actually sat down and talked to Rylan about his backstory, he'd make a great Grand Soul.
Like, literally, Rylan saved...
When he was little, saved people. So...
Yeah,
but if we kill him, like, half of the tower would come after us.
Oh, fuck yeah. Now that I think about it, you piss off everyone.
Well, think about it this way, right? You know, we just get the soul, go back to hell, yeah.
It was
they can't really do anything.
Injury.
Yeah.
Lanesha, would you make a good Grand Soul?
No.
We could always try.
Demons won't work.
We don't know that for sure.
You need an immortal one. Oh, no, Mr. Artist
We were...
that.
We need to check.
Are you trying to imply to kill me? No. No. That's... No.
Okay. It would technically work. But what good is it if your weapon does necrotic damage against demons? If you sit down and you're going in the path that you're choosing right now, your weapon will do radiant damage. That means you're going to start slicing through demons, is what you need to kill a prince.
Wait a minute. You mean Vexapru was a very noble little creature?
Vexapru's self-sacrifice right at the end, that constitutes Grand Soul material.
Right. But, you know...
Forever be a little weapon.
Yeah. That doesn't have an off switch.
And then we get to here's Vexapru.
Oh, okay.
That'll be fun.
Brimstone, I want you to re-roll on the Candle of Invocation, only because it fucks up things with demons.
I was mostly going to use it for the gate spell. Because I thought the gate spell would be pretty handy for what we're trying to do.
Belt of Stone Giant Strength.
Ooh!
Even better.
Baller!
That sounds like a cool thing.
It's great for a fighter, a strength-based fighter.
Brimstone might be stronger than it, though. Let me check.
It changes my ability score to 23.
Oh!
Versus 20, yep. Alright, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I could get over 20, so...
Yep, it changes it to 20.
There's also Fire Giant, Cloud Giant, and Storm Giant.
You were very close to getting the Frost Giant one. But you got the Stone Giant one.
Stone Giant's still better than Hill Giant, so there you go.
Oh, wait, no, Stone Giant and Frost Giant are the same.
Oh.
Ah.
Then, well, you got the Stone Giant one.
Nice.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Just
now that I'm sitting here with the Candle of Invocation and the one that you got, I'm just like, whoopsie.
It doesn't...
It was lawful good.
No, because the bad thing is I'm a good character.
Yeah.
And everyone else around me is evil.
It's evil.
It fucks someone over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is Linisha really evil?
Yes.
She has slaves, yes. She is evil.
Disposable workforce.
Is Eerie really evil?
No, Eerie's been neutral.
No, yeah,
Eerie's neutral is neutral.
So, Aru is now hovering 4 inches above the ground.
Yeah. With a cape and
The horseshoes of Zephyr. The horseshoes of a Zephyr. I ignore difficult terrain. I leave no tracks. I can walk on water or lava. And I can move at a normal speed for up to 12 hours a day without suffering exhaustion from a forced march.
I have to say one thing
hover
though.
4 inches.
Am I technically evil when all my slaves are dead?
Yes.
Those horseshoes only work on a horse.
Oh, they don't work on me?
No, they don't work on you.
Oh, well then what the fuck?
Do you want to reroll for that one?
Yes! If I can't use them!
You can have little paw shoes.
But how would you have fixed them to her? Alright, go ahead. Make your,
Nails?
Yeah, nails.
Nails.
With the nails and
Or glue.
glue.
Just glue them on.
10. You got the Belt of Cloud Giant Strength.
I'll trade you. Maybe.
It's tiny.
Alright. Wow, that's a lot better than the one I had.
And Brimstone wear it as a
By 4 points.
Only Aru's tiny.
Of giant. Of Cloud Giant?
Cloud Giant.
Cloud.
That's a 27.
My strength is no longer negative.
That's cool.
You have a tiny belt?
Yeah, your strength is automatically 27.
Oh, is that how it works? I thought that was like
27.
the max. Oh. Well, shit.
Whoa, shit, yeah. You're sitting like, what, this, like...
Can I wear it on my finger like a ring?
No. It would wrap around your wrist, but it wouldn't give you the same effects. Only it's tiny, so only Aru can use it.
Who are these fucking mages? What bonkers shit are they making? Did they not know about us beforehand? You're like, I don't know who's in there, but I'm gonna construct belts.
I'm just imagining Aru with a little cape and belt on.
And then Aru starts bench pressing desks.
More like jumping through walls.
Oh, what's happened there? Why did it add 2?
Unfortunately, I mean,
am the beefiest fox, but also the most well dressed.
now if only you could wield weapons.
Seriously, but I could probably take.
Okay,
Brimstone
hold on,
in an arm wrestling match.
guys. You remember when I said don't search fat fox? Definitely don't search muscular fox. Don't go and search that. Don't
Basically,
do it.
I don't search any pictures.
Oh.
Do not. Oh.
Oh no!
Is there something usable? No, there's nothing usable here.
Just PhotoFox a
Photofox?
PhotoFox a shop head.
So how do I make it choose cloud?
You have to go in and edit the strength mod
I do.
on the modifications.
Too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Can we just swap belt buckles? Is that how it works?
No, they're built for 2 different species, so all items that Haru got.
Who builds a belt for a species that's not human?
Really crazy old mages in a tower that's constantly shifting. Emily came up, thought it was goddamn useless, and was just like, "Man, what the fuck am I gonna do with this thing?" I forged it, and it's awesome.
Our finest wizards in the land. Welcome to UG Tower. What have you been constructing to aid us? I made dog shoes.
I made dog shoes that make you fly.
I made a smoking pipe for an octopus that works underwater. Let's just seal this door off for a while.
Oh god.
Monkeys at typewriters, they'll invent free energy in a little bit.
How do I edit it? Or do I just do it on my character sheet?
I mean, you could.
Oh, I found it. Never mind. Hang on. I think that did it.
27.
Yep,
Hey.
I got it.
8 in strength. Now your strength defense is now normally comparable to your other one.
That's just absurd.
Do you want to wield my lance too?
I can't hold it. I don't have hands.
Tuck it into your belt. Your weird dog belt.
Bust down this door.
Why isn't your skills going up with it?
It did go up.
Your athletics is at 8, but he's... Oh, that's right. That's it.
Yeah, that's my mod.
Now Aru is decent at strength things. with a belt that gives her ungodly strength. She's just okay at those kinds of things.
But when I lose it, damn, am I gonna feel weak? What?
Aru?
What?
Damn it!
Wait, I could do that too. Just wait.
But seriously, do you want these marvelous pigments, Brimstone?
I already added them into my inventory.
Oh, you did? Okay, perfect.
And now let me try them out by drawing a dumber version of Aru that looks stupid.
Oh.
No, I'll do that next time. No.
Am I gonna have time to attune to this manual of quickness, or read it rather?
How long do you need to read it?
48 hours.
Yeah, you'll have enough time.
I don't. Oh, issue.
Do we have to attune to our belts?
No, I do have to attune
What
to
you
my
have
robe
to do
of
is you
stars.
need to go back and get Brimstone's hoard of money so he can start painting stuff.
Wait, what if I just paint money?
It only up to 25 gold.
Yeah, you'd only be able to do 25 gold.
At a time.
Yeah.
What was the plane thing I got?
Oh, the amulet of planar plane?
Oh, never mind.
And
The object just doesn't look authentic. So with a close inspection reveals it's made of case, bone, or some other worthless material. Never mind. You're still good. But if you want to actually start painting real cool stuff, go get your gold.
Why do I need gold to paint really cool stuff?
Because then you can paint giant diamonds. I don't know. I guess if you wanted to paint giant diamonds.
God. Yuri would immediately use this.
What?
Immediately use that amulet.
The plane shift?
Yeah. I would immediately use it.
Wait. We don't know where the Vexapru went.
Erie would just try it out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is your... Wait, I have an idea. I have scrying now. I can
Oh,
scry.
that's fucking
Are you gonna
neat.
go visit your friends?
Yeah.
I don't know what...
Hey, Silver, would it be okay if I just did a little scrying right here, or...
Not till next time. I have to redesign everything, so I got
Okay.
That
a
is
ton of stuff.
cool. The new character sheets, when you make adjustments in the settings for like items and stuff, it does blue, and when you hover over it, it shows you your base score.
Yeah.
That's neat. Now I won't forget what my base score is. Guys, I am never getting drunk. The lowest I can roll is a 20.
For Constitution, for what?
For Constitution saves.
You will...
Would you get
wait,
Constitution saves?
wait a minute.
Feral spirits have very high saves on their
So my Constitution is 18, so I have a bonus of 4. Whoa!
Does that mean you will never fail a saving throw?
Well, no. Saving throws, if you roll a 1, that is a fail. But,
You just
Still.
basically, if you're trying to get drunk with those kinds of, again,
I
it's
can
hard.
only fail on a 1, basically. So my Constitution modifier is 4, my proficiency bonus is 4, I have Aura of Protection, which allows me to add my Charisma modifier, which is 5, I have a Racial bonus where I get to add 5 to all my saving throws except Strength, and then I have the Robe of Stars, which gives me a +1 to all saving throws.
Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Brimstone, you have to draw that.
Draw what?
Just the Aru in the fucking Robe of Stars.
In the what?
In the Robe of Stars.
Robe of Stars. Just-
With the belt, just buff as fuck.
I just want a shitty MS Paint fox flying around. That's all I want. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the session here because I have to sit down and change a ton of stuff. If there's anything else, just message me. I'm just gonna be world building for a while. So,
Okay.
hey Clover, what'd you think of the story?
Yes. Oh, I haven't read it yet. But yes, I will.
Alright.
It'll probably be just as magical.
Aww. But you haven't read it yet.
I haven't read it yet.
Does that mean it's going to be bad or it's going to be sad?
Wait, how long is it this time?
Same length, 9,000 words.
Right.
I've designed it so that an 8-year-old should be able to read it in an hour. Hopefully.
It took me longer than an hour to read it. Are you calling me less intelligent?
It's alright,
than me?
because I also gave it to an older woman to read, and it took her 2 hours to do it, so no, you're not the worst person. I'm sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm just like, damn! And she was concentrating, too.
People are slow readers.
Yeah, no. I just went off the average online. What it said is just like, hey, your average 8-year-old can read at 9,000 words per hour. I'm like, perfect. This is my goal. It should only take you about 8 hours to finish the entire book. So. Oh my god. Friendship ended with Thorn. Now Emily is my best friend. Oh god.
I also have 6 stars that I can throw at people as a magic missile.
They just shoot out from your robe.
Well, I have to like pull them off the robe and huck them like ninja stars.
Just reach over into your mouth and like.
Yeah.
Okay. It just gets better and better.
I don't know how to put that on my character sheet. I guess I'll just add magic missile. as a spell and not do any spell slots for it. Just say I've them. Oh no, there's a. Yeah, okay. So they cast as a 5th level, so I'll sit in 5ths.
Cool.
No, I thought I did 5th. Whatever, it's there.
That works. That works so much better. Okay. That way you guys don't have to sit down and change your levels or anything. Cool.
Oh, that's alright. That 6. Whoa! What the fuck? 6? What the shit?
So wait, what else?
What?
There's a roof flying in a starry robe with what else?
She has to be throwing the ninja stars. The stars on it like ninja stars.
I'm not flying anymore because I don't have the horseshoes. I have the robe with the stars that I can throw. I have a belt of giant strength, so I'm super strong. And oh, yeah, the book I don't have to carry once I've read it, so that's it. I'm super fast, I'm super strong, I'm super charismatic. I look badass.
Wait, so you're... Wait, you can cast fly though, right?
No, I don't have fly.
I can cast it on her.
That's true. I have feather fall. I don't have... And I chose feather fall as